Welcome back. And with me, I have Wolfgang Ward, the CMO of Simmitri, and also Neil Maguire, soon to be the Chief Technical Officer of Simmitri, but you also have another company, Adhara Battery.
Right.
And you are kind of announcing a partnership here. So let's start from the beginning. Tell me a little bit about Simmitri, and then let's talk about how Adhara is going to fit into the company. So do you want to start with that, Wolfgang?
Sure. So Simmitri has been around since 1995 as a typical solar installation business. They started in roofing and they segued into solar and energy efficiency over the years. Going into 2018, we kind of figured out what kind of technology we could adapt to do blockchain and kind of go the Web 3.0 route with incorporating a tokenized economy and what else we can do. And so when we onboarded that new business model, we started to look at how we can go from a very centralized business model to being distributed and kind of going peer-to-peer model.
Okay. And so then how does Adhara fit into Simmitri?
So Adhara created a set of energy storage systems that are coupled to solar in the home. Okay. And Simmitri was actually one of our solar installers. So we have a long established relationship by providing energy storage systems coupled to solar. And with our technology, we've started to talk about, how do we take this whole fleet of systems that are out there that are discharging energy into the evening, and how do we tokenize that? How do we capture that in the blockchain and start to bid that aggregated set of energy storage systems into utility markets for energy?
So how do you do that?
Yeah, as the CTO, that's my challenge. Right? Wolfgang just needs to talk about it, but I have to put it into action. And so every system that we deploy has connection through the internet or cell modem to a cloud database. Okay. And we're able to send commands down to each of these systems to put them into charge or discharge. And as you have this whole fleet now of systems that are intelligent and connected, we're able to then capture what capacity is available right now from energy standpoint and put that in the blockchain. And so you have a really firm record that's irrefutable. And now when we start to bid those into different markets, we have the traceability of exactly which customer was donating how much energy into the grid.
So that's really some valuable data.
Absolutely.
I mean, that could. Yeah. How could that solve problems or inefficiencies in the energy market? Either one of you want to respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, the challenge in the electricity market is you have these massive utilities that are, just dinosaurs to a degree. And they have transactions that are fees associated throughout the whole chain, from the top level, how much energy are we procuring, to, people that are bidding into markets, down to homeowners. So there's just a lot of steps in the process and a lot of transaction fees on top of it. And we're able to kind of take that all out and have the measurement and the metering for each of these systems.
So could this mean lower bills for people, lower energy bills? That would be the savings would be passed down to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so for homeowners, they have lower electricity bills, but it even opens up something different, a revenue stream. So they have these assets that are in their home, and they're not doing a lot. They're helping them reduce their electricity bill, but now they're able to participate into the higher level grid. So the home, as we've been talking about, is a nano grid, and it's participating in the higher level, utility scale grid.
So is there a way that somebody could, you mentioned the tokenization of the company, is there a way that somebody could earn tokens for being energy efficient?
Yeah, and that's a big part of the economy, is that based on how much energy you produce or save is reflecting on how much SIM tokens that you'll earn. So you'll look at it like so there's a nanogrid, as we quote, but there's a macro grid, which is a national, regional, state grid, and then there's a microgrid, which a lot of companies, startups are trying to tackle. But we focus on the nanogrid, which is a very small scale grid that we're trying to figure out supply and demand behavior of an individual unit. And so what Simmitri is doing over time is we're optimizing for building performance. So the results, the metrics that we take off the performance is reflecting how many tokens that the homeowner or business owner will receive.
Okay, interesting. Can I go out and buy a Simmitri unit now and use it?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can install it. We've just deployed these in 12 different states already.
Okay.
These battery systems connected to solar, and the tokenization now of that energy is what we're announcing and what our partnership is about.
Okay, and where can I find out more about Simmitri?
Just go to simmitri.com.
Okay.
And there's links, and you'll see everything on there.
And you can find out more about it, how it works. If you have any questions, you can email and find out more. So
Absolutely.
fascinating. Okay, thank you so much
Thank you.
for coming,
Okay.
Wolfgang. Also, Neil, for coming. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank
and
you.
thank you as well for joining us. I'm Jane King. We'll be right back.